What up, YouTube? It is your man, Julio here, yet again. Guys, just take a second to appreciate this music. I love this city's music. It's big country western thing. So I'm not even going to ride on my bike. I'm just going to run. So, like I said in the last episode, we went to Drift Vale. That was pretty much all storyline. I went back and I battled the trainers, leveled up a little bit. My pork chop learned a new move known as Heat Crash, a very powerful fire-type move. That's my dowsing machine telling me, ooh. So we come down here to cold storage, which is behind Drift Vale. So if you go in the trash can, you get a PP. A PP up increases the maximum PP of a move by like 1 or whatever. It's kind of like a Viagra for Pokemon. So, ooh, there's some battles over here. So, in this episode, we will be taking on the cold storage, because remember when our buddy Clay was talking about Team Plasma? Well, Team Plasma is in the cold storage. I didn't want to spoil that for you, but I mean, it's the only other legal thing to do. I mean, you can't go into the next route until you beat the gym, and you can't go to the gym unless you find Team Plasma, and this is the only other part that may mention. Sorry about it if it was too loud right there. But I mean, yeah, so battle, the thing is I'm putting Pork Chop up front because the cold storage has a bunch of ice types, and trainers out here are very weak to fire types too. Also we have to verse Team Plasma, you know, and Team Plasma has the normal, the dark types, you know, so they're gonna get fucked over by Pork Chop. So Pork Chop's gonna be our man, and plus he's not gonna be used that well in the next gym because the next gym is, you know, super effective against him. So that's why we're trying to get him up as much as we can. And GG hate him. Youngster Kenneth. Oh, you're closer. Yeah, whatever, young Kenny. Alright, so if you go down here and talk to this guy right here, he'll give you a useful helmet. Helmet is an important tool for... So, he gives you the Rocky Helmet. The Rocky Helmet is an item which you give to a Pokemon, and if someone uses a physical type move on you, they will take damage. So it's basically like them taking recoil from the moves that they just did to you. Let's battle this guy again. This other youngster. So, I mean, it's a really good move, and I'm actually going to be giving that item to one of the Pokemon that we catch after this gym. I know, guys, I told you that we weren't going to be catching any Pokemon until after the next gym, and I meant it. We're going to catch 2 team members in the same place, and it's going to be helpful, and then we won't catch the last one until the 7th gym. No, after the 6th gym, because we can catch it before the 7th gym. Yeah, so, I mean, oh, it's winter, too, so that I mean, helps out a little bit, but I mean, whatever. Just gonna send out a rebel. I'm gonna keep in my pork chop because, you know, who doesn't love pork chops? Yeah, so like I said, I've been open to the input for what team members I should use, but no one gave me any input, so I'm just gonna stick with the team that I had in mind, you know. And I think it's a team that's not, you know, very well used in game, you know, because I mean there are some good types that I haven't got, but I mean just because of the fact that, you know, I went through like the first eighth of the game with just Pork Chop. You know, I didn't catch a trainer until then. I mean a Pokemon until then. What's this guy have to say? Load, load, load. He wants to blow his load. Okay, so I'm standing on it. And you get here a Hyper Potion. I love how like people just drop these things and it's not visible. Like, alright, there's an item down there, so we'll just have to go down there and check to see what it is. So we come down here, there's some grass. Let me put up a repel. So I made a shortcut to my bag, so I don't have to like get rid of the dowsing, because it's annoying. Because if you press X to switch Pokemon and shit like that, it like switches. So I just cut the music off. I'm sorry, or whatever. So I found Ether. Ether is an item that increases, like, restores PP if you don't have a Pokemon Center. So let's battle this dude that works from the cold storage. I think his name's gonna be Worker Banana Face. Worker Eddie. Oh, it's close. Banana Face is up there. Alright, so he sends out his Pan Sage. I told you, this area is really weak to the fire type, except for the gym. So, you know, that's why I'm trying to give him as much experience. You know what? Let's try this out. Let's get this Heat Crash. Dead. Didn't have a chance. I'm sorry. It's just the heavier that you are, the more damage that it does. And when Pork Chop evolves, he's fucking heavy. I don't want to call him fat, but he's fat. I'm sorry, Pork Chop. So Valentine also learned a new move. I got rid of Air Cutter for it. It's Air Slash. Air Slash has more power than Air Cutter, and it more likely to cause flinches and stuff like that. It has the same amount of accuracy, but I mean, it's just a great move overall, and I think it's more reliable than Air Cutter just because it does more direct damage instead of having the chances of critting and stuff like that. Alright, so there's another item hidden somewhere. So over here is a Dive Ball, which is funny because, like, you dive, like, once in this game, and I don't think you can catch any Pokemon down there. Here's a Protein. Protein is like a drug that you give to Pokemon to increase their attack stat. I'll be giving those to my Pokemon before the Elite Four. I'm not going to be giving them to them during the game. So if you come down here, you see Sharon, he's just like, yo, Niggy, sup? Gracie, do you think Team Plasma will be in here? I don't know, like, whole place, but we have to check. What a bother. Yeah, so this is the only place that you haven't checked. Back here is a heart scale, which I think you give to, like, people to make you remember moves. Is this a building to go into? Because there's a door here. It's just, can you go in the door? No, you can't go in the door. I never actually thought about that. Alright, so we're going to enter the cold storage. And this music is pretty cool, but look at, you can see in the winter, just like well, still, is there anything for important than strength for trains like the champion said? Well, I'll never understand, just thinking about, okay, let's hurry and check the inside. Alright, so Sharon's not going to move with you. That dude you don't battle. This is actually the way that you exit. You have to go the other way. So, but up here is a netball, which catch, like, Pokemon caught up by, fishing rods and stuff like that. So I'm actually, you saw that Pokeball down there, right? This is a really good move. It is TM55 Scald. Scald is a move that is a water type move that has the chance of burning, which is good because the thing is, like, we don't know a fire type. So I'm actually going to teach that. It has 80 base power. I'm teaching that to our beloved Wardy. Wardy wants to learn Scald, however he can't learn. Yes, I will delete a move. What move should I delete? I'm going to delete Muddy Water because it's not, you know, it's not as reliable as Bubble Beam is, and, you know, it's a strong move. It's just, you know, the accuracy and anything. I was going to replace it with once I got Surf anyway, too, because Surf is like the same thing, but it has 100% accuracy. Let's battle this trainer. Blah, 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 blah. Worker, I am cold. Shiver. So basically, this is like an Ice Mage, because I'm pretty sure every single Pokemon game has an Ice Mage somewhere in it. I mean, was there one for first gen? Because I know there's the Seafoam Islands, and I'm not sure if, you know, they had like an Ice type, but because like it was the first game. But I mean, you had the mazes. Second gen, you had the cave right after the 7th gym, right before the dragon, Black Orange City, and then third gen, you had trying to remember here. Ice. I don't think there was any ice. Was it? I could be wrong. I know there was I don't think there was actually any ice mazes in there, but there were regular mazes. 4th gen, Snow Point City Gym was a huge ice mage, and then this generation this is the Ice Maze place. So like it's very common, especially with ice types and stuff like that. And I mean they got ice types actually, like an ice type maze done pretty well, like pretty early on in the game too. This is only like halfway through the game, and you can catch some pretty strong ice types in this area. I think the only ice type I think is Vanillite, which is the little snow cone Pokemon. No, he's kind of like a dipping dot and then evolves into a snow cone and then evolves into like a double-decker snow cone kind of thing, you know? So, I mean, that's like the only ice type here. But I mean, the thing is, ice types are coming up later in the game. I wasn't going to use Vanillite in my first playthrough, but my friend told me that it's actually a really good Pokemon, so I decided to switch out it for that, and it did wonders. It was a really great addition. It's really great for the last gym, because the last gym is Dragon type, as most people, I think, already know. And whatchamacallit. Yeah, so it was really helpful. And I'll talk about it when I get to that point, but there was also another Pokemon that I didn't plan on using, but then my friend told me that it was good, so I used it. And it's actually a really good Pokemon, and it helped me in the game too. I beat Glenifer Love Sapphire. Alright. My Repel. So you can't actually run into wild Pokemon here. You didn't have to battle this trainer, but you know, I like getting all the experience that I can. So yeah, you didn't have there's no wild Pokemon in this dungeon-esque kind of thing. There's just trainers and stuff like that. The way that here's the evolved form of Timber. Like I said, the giant being a Gurgir. Well, the only ice type is on the outside of the gym. So like you can't go check that out if you're playing through. And I know probably no one's playing this because no one loves me because so he's gonna use Rock Throw. Rock Throw. It's normal effective. I didn't realize Porch Up was actually this low because I wasn't paying attention. I was talking and like that. Flame charge that bitch. Wow, he lived with like 1 HP. Watch him get a crit and kill me. Alright, so I'm faster than it now. I'm just gonna roll out. Roll out. Oh, what the fuck? I missed! Ah! That's what I get for being cocky. That's what. Holy shit, I'm scared. I'm gonna thrust this bitch. Ugh. Dead. Alright, that scared the fuck out of me. Oof. Never want to be put in that position. Especially just be Felipe. Oh, his name's Felipe. That's cool, Felipe. I love you, Felipe. Why did I say I love Felipe? Felipe's a really cool name. I'd name my kid Felipe. Felipe. Felipe, could you please come here? Felipe. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. If you guys don't know, I'm Hispanic of some sort. I'm not, I don't actually speak fluently in Spanish. I know a little Spanish from what I learned in high school. So I am Hispanic. I'm not going to tell you what kind of Hispanic because I don't tell people. I let them guess. So you guys, comments down below, you can guess what ethnicity I am, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. But, this is the Pokemon I was talking about, Vanillite. Vanillish and Vanilla, it's the ice cream type Pokemon. But, yeah, you guys, if you guys want to guess, you guys can guess in the comments below. But, yeah, I don't tell people that I'm Hispanic. But I don't look, if you guys don't know, I shaved my head. If you guys haven't seen a video of me with my shaved head, and I'll talk about that some more too. But since I cut my hair, I don't really look that Hispanic anymore. I look like a white dude because I'm not like a dark, because my father's pretty dark, my mom's like white as fuck. And so that way, like, I'm kind of like in between. Like, I'm not like, because like he's not like super black, like he's like a brownish color, but if he gets tan, he gets like really dark, and my mom's just really white. So like I'm like a mix. I'm just like a nice tan color. So like you wouldn't expect that I was Hispanic. I mean, with my old haircut, you might have expected it just because I have long hair and just like Hispanic people wear the hair that I wore my hair like. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, and I don't speak Spanish fluently, but that's why Felipe kind of like, because I'm Hispanic and stuff like that. I can speak a little Spanish. I don't like to speak Spanish. The only time I like to speak Spanish is like when I'm kind of like angry. Yeah, I know it seems like weird, but I mean when I'm like angry, I'm just like I want to like curse in Spanish and stuff like that. It's weird, but I mean it is what it is. It's just the way that I'm made, and the thing is, I'm proud of being Hispanic. The thing is though, like I just wish that I knew, like not until middle school that I found out that the true like I didn't become curious about my background until like middle school, because when I went to middle school, pretty much every single kid in my middle school, the majority was Hispanic kids, because my middle school was to get people from Lynn into like college and stuff like that, and most people in Lynn are Hispanic, African American, or white, and it's the way it is. The majority was Hispanic, and the thing is, the people spoke Spanish, and the thing is, like all the Spanish-speaking people like got along really well. But the thing is, I didn't speak Spanish, so that's when I really started questioning. Because like I knew my father was like he spoke Spanish, and I was just like, I want to find out more about my Spanish heritage, And with my middle school, I learned that ethnicity and like race and stuff like that, like it's a big deal, and I wanted to learn more about it, and it really got me interested in me like finding more about who I actually was ancestrally, So it like gave me like a new outlook on life a little bit. Not saying that it fucking like changed me or whatever, but I mean it really gave me something to look at, and I'm really grateful that I was able to meet all the people that I met, because they're really good people, and it's who we are, it's like basically it's not what it doesn't make you, but it gives you a source of identity a little bit, because if you don't know who you are, but you can tell that you're like Hispanic or some sort, that it's really good. Alright, sorry to get all emotional and stuff like that on you guys. I know that's not normally, but I mean, it's something to talk about. Oh, is someone in there? Sure, why not? Shall we go then? So if you go back here, there's a big, huge crate. And look who's here. Team Plasma all huddled in a circle jerk. Yeah, look, they're circle jerking. All of you, huddle around me. Give me all your jizz. You pervert. Whatever, man. Dude, you're fucking sicko. You're in the cold. You're getting, like, frozen jizz on you. It's like ice cream and you're licking it up. Pokemon are our king's friends. We aren't talking about Pokemon. We're talking about your circle jerk. You piece of nasty. Understood. No 7 stages. Plasma. Alright, so basically, we have to fight all of these Plasma people because, you know, they wanted to circle jerk and now they're finished and they're kind of mad that we didn't let them finish. You know, they were almost finished and then we come in and interrupt them and they're just like, you know what, you fucking piece of shit, you're gonna not let us finish? You suck. I'm just like, okay, whatever, man. Don't gotta be so hostile, bro. I'm gonna use my arm thruster tube. Thrust it. Thrust it. Word to my Negro. Word to my Negro. Word to my Negro. Word to my Negro. Why do I feel like so over-leveled? I've never had this feeling of me being so over-leveled before. But I was 10 levels higher than that Pokemon. And then Elisa, I was still like a good couple levels ahead of him, and I think I'll be ahead of Clay. But the thing is, I like being ahead of him, you know, because it gives me like, you know, something to like, you know, just it gives me kind of a sense of superiority that like, if like I know that I'm dominating you, and it's good because the thing is, I always feel dominated by the gym leaders because the gym leaders are strong people, and especially when it comes down to the Elite Four, I always feel like I'm fucking, you know, just lesser than them. Like, I never train up before the Elite Four. I've said that before. And, like, it's just weird for me preparing like this, just because of the fact, I mean, Pork Chop became so overleveled on his own, and that wasn't my fault. That was just the fault of the way that my team worked out, you know? And, I mean, it happens. And it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. People always tell me now. But that baby. Hey, if you guys know that song. If your girl don't know that song, she's too young for you, bro. I think. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how old that song is, actually. Then, I mean, if she don't know that song, she's too old for you. Or she just has a really weird taste in music. You know, it could be that way. And so this video is going to be a long one, like I said, because we went through this dungeon. Because, you know, it's a long-ass dungeon. And this is what I plan on doing on most dungeons. Or I'll get to like a halfway point, because I know there's another dungeon coming up after this gym that's actually really long. And the thing is, I'll try to speed rush it, but I'm not going to. Like, I'm trying to make at least every video at least 20 minutes or so. If it exceeds 20 minutes, I'll just cut it in half, just because, you know, my camera, my last episode that I recorded, my camera showed I only had 3 minutes of memory back on my thing, and I realized that I didn't upload, like, I didn't save any of my files on my computer, so I had to save all my files and then delete them all. So that way I make more space. And the thing is, if there are 20-minute videos like this one, it's just going to take so much space. I'm just going to have to keep on uploading them to my computer and then like deleting them. That's just the way it's going to have to work. And that's why, like, the dungeons, like, if I have to cut it short, I have to cut it short, because, you know, I don't want to, you know, first to miss out, because that happened once in the series already, because I never knew that it was going to happen. And I didn't want you guys to miss, because, like, you guys missed, like, 3 words, but, I mean, it was just, like, you know, it's just, I don't want you guys to miss anything, unless I tell you that, oh, I'm going to skip over this section, because the only thing that's here are trainers, and I don't want to see you guys just see me battle these trainers. So we just beat all of Team Plasma, and here comes Mr. Clay. Well, I'll be hiding in a chilly old place like this. You guys take these Pokemon robbers. Roger! His name's Clay, actually. But I don't know why you called him Roger. Got some beard. Come on. Eek! I don't know why the fuck they said eek. Eek! And these guys don't even say anything. I see how it is. So here comes Root and Toot and Clay. You guys ain't so bad. You have a promise is a promise. Come on and challenge my gym. So, we just finished cold storage. Whatever. Team Plasma's ideal. Separating people and Pokemon is exactly the same as not having Pokemon in this world at all. That punch is a waste of oxygen. Greasy's close, so I'm getting out of here. Oh my god, there's a Pokeball up here. You never guess what it is. It's a Never Melt Ice. Yeah, just because of the ice type theme, like I said. So that ends cold storage. This was a really long episode, guys. I know. Hope you guys enjoyed. In the next episode, we will go and take on Mr. Brodus Clay. That's a wrestling reference. Mr. Clay Aiken. I think you guys know that better. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please leave a rating, comment, suggestions, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, let's listen to this epic music. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Grease out.